Hello and welcome to another video on buying a presale in Vancouver. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the risks associated with buying a presale, and if you stick around till the end of the video, I'll give you some tips on how you can minimize these risks to make sure that you're making the best of your presale investments. So let's get to it. One of the first risks that I'm going to talk about is the variation in finishes, the final product. Because you're buying it off the floor plans, the renderings, the final product may not be the 100% match that you saw at the show home when you were looking to sign that contract. In the resale side, you walk in, you can feel the property, you can see it, you can touch it, you can do an inspection on it so you know what you're buying. But on the pre-sale side, you're basically buying it off the floor plans and renderings and a disclosure statement. So just being aware that when you get to the final stage of getting your keys, that there might be a variation on the floor plan. It's not much. I've seen about 5% in square feet difference. Sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less. But it's mentioned in the disclosure statement where the developer will say there is a chance of variation or fluctuation in the unit size. And then the final product, the material they're going to use, what they show you at the show home might not be the exact material they're going to use in the building itself. Because when they're doing the construction, there could be shortage of material or there could be change in material, but they will try to match it to the best of their ability. So keeping that in mind that the final product is not going to be 100% match. Most cases is about 90% match to what you're seeing in the show home and what you get as a final product. Another risk to consider is the possibility of construction delays. Because the pre-sale condos or townhomes are sold years before completion and the construction can take longer, it could be because of financing delays, it could be for permitting delays, building permit, or even the final occupancy permit. So there's some different reasons why so when you're looking at a completion date, one you'll notice in the contract is never exact completion date. It's going to be a time frame like fall 2024 or spring 2025. You will know the exact time of completion once you're about 3 months from completion. Anything before that, it's all estimated. It's not, they're not going to put it in writing and tell you this is the completion date, or specific date or specific month. It just doesn't happen. So that's where a reputable developer comes in. So when you're buying, you want to work with a developer or buy from a developer that has a reputation of delivering projects on time and delivering a quality product. One of the other ways to look at how this construction is going to pan out is actually go to the site, make sure that the site is ready and which stage they are in. Sometimes they already have a building permit. Sometimes they haven't even submitted for a building permit. There's still trees, nothing's torn down. It's just vacant land, but the building permit is in process. So just understanding at which stage of the pre-construction you're buying and when the estimated completion is. If the land is ready to go, started digging, they have a demolition permit, they have started their building permit, and they're going to be building really quick here. But if you notice that the land is just vacant and it looks like nobody's been here for years and there's no signs of anything happening, these guys are pretty far away from building anything here, and the construction is going to be quite far out. 4 weeks to 12 weeks is very normal. Anything more than that, there has to be a significant reason why that happened. But that's very normal. So don't put yourself in a time frame where you have to make a move and you have to move into the unit in a specific month or whatever it is. So just plan it accordingly. The third and the most important risk you need to consider when you're buying a presale is the price. Unlike resale properties, you cannot look at a sold history of a building and say 15th floor sold for $500,000. I want to buy the 14th floor. I'll pay $10,000 less. No problem. That seems reasonable, and the bank will agree with you and give you funding for $490. But on the pre-sale side, you can't go to a developer and say, show me your sold history, and I'll pay you accordingly. That's not how pre-sales work. So working with an agent that has known this project from the day it was launched and knew the prices in the beginning and can help you compare projects is so important, because you don't want to be the person that overpaid in the same development that somebody paid $950 for, and you came in here paying $1,100 a square feet, and now the appraisal is not coming because the difference in the appraisal or difference in the price from what the bank says the unit is worth and what you paid is going to be your out-of-pocket cost. And that's when most people cannot close on their units. So that is so important to understand. So to help you solve this issue, you really need to find somebody who knows the presale market, who can tell you, hey, this project was selling at $900 square feet. Now we're paying $925 a square feet, which seems reasonable because it's been 6 months since the sale started. The market has gone up. Or if the market has gone down, hey, we're getting a better deal than what somebody paid before. So just understanding these things are going to be very crucial for you. The fourth and final risk you need to consider when you're buying a presale is that financial situations can change. As a buyer, when you're closing on this unit 3 to 4 years from now, you may have saved up all the money that you needed, but your financial situation has changed, whether your job has changed, you may have taken on a car loan, something must have changed with your credit history. All these factors come in when you're about to take on a mortgage. So what you want to do to protect yourself in this scenario is never put yourself as one buyer on the contract. Always have an additional buyer clause in the contract that says you can add your brother, sister, mother, the father, whoever you want as a close family member or somebody as a partner on completion. They don't have to be the buyer at the time of getting the unit. This person could be somebody that can kind of co-sign you on completion. If you don't do that, the developer is going to charge you a lot of money. Most of the time, it's the assignment amount if you go in there asking for an additional buyer on completion if you didn't have it in the clause. So take these things into account when you're buying a pre-sale to make sure that you're buying the right project, right unit, right price, and you're getting the right terms and you are able to close on this. I hope this information was helpful in giving you a better understanding of some of the risks to consider when you're buying a pre-sale. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Uzair Mohammed. I'm with Stonehouse Realty here in Surrey, BC. I help investors buy the right pre-sales, make sure we find good projects at the right price and with the right investment strategy. So if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll leave all my information in the bio. See you in the next time.